back with the Life-Regenerator. This is my juice. This is the Life-Regenerator's juice. I do this just about daily almost. You know, so why don't we just get started? Real simple, real easy, real beautiful, real healing, real hydrating. Okay? Clean up your body with the juices. Celery, spinach, cilantro, and coconut. And if I had cucumbers, I would throw those in, but there weren't any cucumbers today, so we'll just double up on the celery.
We have spinach too.
Yeah. Cilantro. Spinach. This is my favorite drink of all time, right here. The best. The full body healer, energizer, hydrator. I mean, amino acids, electrolytes, sugar from the coconuts. You can even blend in the coconut fat too for the fats.
And Dan, I'll just point out that the coconuts still create a low glycemic effect for diabetics.
Really?
Yeah.
Cool, man. So the diabetics drink the coconut.
Some coconut, yeah.
Yeah, cool, man. Are you excited? You got it. Okay, easy as pie. Lovely. My favorite. So now I'm going to dump in some coconut without the chunks. Oh, there's a few chunks in there anyway. I have to show them the Life-Regenerator way to open coconuts. And tres. Oh, that's a big old chunk. Someone's going to get that in their juice and be like, oh. Anyways, so are there any questions about that particular juice? Beautiful studio audience. Come on down. You're the next contestant on Regenerate Your Life. The Life-Regenerator. Eating the fruits and vegetables. Hydrating the cells. I mean, acidity is dehydration. We're eating way too many acid-forming foods. More acid-forming foods in the winter? Yes. I was on a 45-day juice feast, and it was 40 degrees. It was winter, but it was 40 and raining in Seattle, Washington. Okay? And boom, overnight, 11 degrees, 4 feet of snow. Grapefruits froze, carrots froze, 4 feet of snow, hoses froze, no rinsing of the juicer. Going, okay, juice feasting in the middle of the woods, everything's frozen. What do we have in the cupboards? I'm starving. There's 300 feet of snow. I got to dig this out so we can go to the store and readjust our lives. I was going for the 90-day juice feast. 45 days into it, real freezo. So, and I was a little bit cool during that time. I felt a couple of degrees cooler than I needed to be, but thanks God for the miracles of this modern world. We had our little heater thingies in there. We had propane heater. We have a great RV, insulated, and all that. So it's all good. I just kept pouring through because I really wanted to do a 90-day juice feast. I have yet to complete that, but the Spirit tells me right now is not the time. But I went into the cupboard and I said, I got to do something. So I broke my 45-day juice feast with about 2 cups of hazelnuts. Okay, sounds crazy, but you know what? Out there in the snow, digging my energy, shot right up, and I went out there and I shoveled 300 feet of snow, and I never felt better in my life. And my body heat rose up, and I took my shirt off in 11-degree heat after being frozen. So it went to show me nuts have their application.
That's right.
Vegetables have their application. Fruits have their application. You get these guys that are like, no, you can never do this. Well, what if the conditions are appropriate for that to be the case? So that's the thing about being human. No one gets to write a book and have the totally perfect plan for anybody, because conditions are always changing, and that's part of the Life Regenerator's message. You've got to adapt to conditions. This is a little story I'd like to tell, okay, that will help us to understand what context is, okay? Let's say you're an herbalist, and you're 100% raw foodist, and you go to the Amazon jungle to go on a herb gathering mission with 25 or 30 of your colleagues. Oh, but you get separated from the group, right? So, here's context. You walk around in circles for a couple of weeks, 2-3 weeks, you don't know what to eat, you don't know what's going on, so you're afraid to eat anything because you don't want to get sick. You find out you spent 3 weeks walking in a huge circle to end up right back where you started, where you got separated from the group. You're passing out, you know you're going into a coma, you feel like this is death, you say, God, I would do anything to see my family again. So, right as you start to pass out, you see the natives come up, and then they take you away on a stretcher back to their village, okay? And you wake up and you're in their village, and the medicine man finally sees you awake, and he comes up to you, and he's this old little guy, like 90 years old or something, and he brings you this little plate. Now, you've been 100% raw vegan for like 9 years. Didn't you just pray that say that you'll do anything to go see your family again? So he brings you this little plate with a little cooked bird on it, and a little pile of green stuff, and you look him in his eyes, and he knows, because he's 90-year-old medicine man, he knows what you need to get well. Are you going to be a raw food vegan and be better than, holier than now, and turn away the meat that's going to save your life and get you to go see your family again? That's context. If you're going to, no, I can't eat meat, it's against my religious reasons. Well, that's because you live in America and you have so many options that you can afford to do that. In America, we are blessed. So let's take this to the top and do the best we can to honor that abundance. But we shouldn't judge, because there's nothing wrong with meat, especially in that context. If it saves your life and gets you back home to see your family again. Eat a little bit of meat out there. They bring you their fruits, vegetables, a couple pieces of bird. Hell, you might even have to eat some pork to get your strength back. You know what? You do it. It saves your life. In this context, meat saved your life. In another context, it takes away your life when you overindulge. So there's always the context, and we cannot judge anyone about their eating habits. We can only experiment. This is an experiment I've been on for 10 years. I'm getting certain types of results, but hey, I know guys that use a healing diet, heal up their disease, and write books, but then, aha, the healing diet is no longer appropriate for this one. They don't listen to the inner who says maybe eat some cooked millet or a piece of fish, and they keep on the healing diet, and they get sallow and skinny. And all they need to do is eat a little bit of grains, or maybe some sprouts, or a shot of wheatgrass, but it's against their program, because they wrote a book that says a certain way, and now they're stuck. And you don't want to get stuck. Not up here. Go into here, and it'll tell you. And I'm not advocating meat. That was just a story. There's no time for judgment. There's no time to be holier than thou, because it makes me want to slap anybody that does that. That stands up there and fruit will kill you, or any of that stupid kind of crap. You know, it really bugs me. You know? Hey, Monica. So, we got to remember to love everyone, no matter what they eat. And we've got to take our own experiment. If you want to promote this lifestyle, don't be like me and stand up on a pedestal. Be that. Be the life. Do your experiment and get the results. Live it silently. Okay, of course I don't do the silently thing, but hey, I wanted to teach this stuff years ago. But you know what? I'm glad. I'm just coming out. A couple of months ago I started. Because the universe gave me a special opportunity to bring people together in a non-judgmental way so that I don't have to be holier than thou. I've been down on the down and outs. And so I've been, you know, I have a real open heart about this, and I want to give everyone a chance to just open your minds, experiment, find out what works for you, never get stuck in any dogma, and just remember to follow the path of life and listen to your own silent inner voice.